Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back for another post-fight analysis video. All right, y'all. Cortney Casey versus Liana Jojua. All right, y'all. So got this pick right. I had to go with experience in this fight, and for good reason. I had to go with experience here because Cortney Casey, she's been there, she's done that. Too many people see her record 9-9, and they think automatically, okay, this girl is used to losing. But I'm like, no, she's used to winning too. It's like a 50-50 here when you look at her resume, and if you look at the way she's lost. She's not a fighter that gets dominated and laid down. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of close decisions. Like, Cortney Casey is similar to Roxanne Modafferi right now. Cortney Casey is similar to Roxanne Modafferi when you look at those resumes. And Randa Marcos. Like, Randa, Cortney, and Roxanne always study their resumes. Like, they fought some of the best fighters, but they never get dominated in these performances. Of course, there's been some fights where they have got submitted, but when you really look at their resume, they put on some tough fights. So you just can't go in there and say, okay, this person's going to just get dominated and knocked out, especially against a fighter like Liana Jojua. Like, think about it. Liana Jojua is an up-and-comer, but what has she proven? What has she proven to say she'll go in there and wash Cortney Casey? See, at least Cortney Casey has lost to the best, where Liana Jojua has been losing to the fighters on her level. So that's some MMA math that's going to add up. That's going to add up, especially when Liana Jojua doesn't have that grappling experience and that wrestling experience to really take Cortney Casey to the ground like even Jillian Robertson did, right? She doesn't have that strength or that IQ to use her size and close distance and stop, striking from the outside. Instead, she wants to stand on the outside with Cortney Casey, and that's a no-no. That's a no-no. So I figured, like, if Cortney Casey can use her takedown defense or at least win these rounds with, putting hands on her and getting that work in, Cortney's going to win this fight. Because I said, okay, Liana Jojua, if she starts taking this fight to the ground early, yeah. But if she can't get on the inside and doesn't use that IQ, then it's over, right? So looking back at the first round, like I said, couldn't pick over experience right away, man. I just couldn't in this one because Jojua doesn't really have that experience herself. I mean, outside of the UFC, yes, but when it comes down to grappling and wrestling experience, it's not UFC level. Let's be real. The first round, right away, Casey O'Neill was controlling that pace in the range from the opening minute, parrying strikes to Jojua, staying on the outside and showing her speed with nice combinations and front kicks to the face through the guard. 1-2s were looking crisp from Casey to the body and head, already putting some red on the nose of Jojua, just mixing it up. The attack, the right hands and the front kicks through the guard was really making it tough for Jojua to get off or really, set a game plan. She couldn't really set a strategy here because Jojua, Cortney Casey was just coming with these unpredictable combinations, Jojua, she's not closing the distance, and a wrestler, like I said, is not as sharp as you think. She was never in, like, a position to close in. She just stayed on the outside and stood in front of Casey and let Casey throw these body kicks and 1-2s and head kicks. Casey had a beautiful round, man. Like, Jojua finally switched levels and got a single leg takedown, but Casey, she was landing elbows off the back and made the best of it. The second round, Jojua on the outside again just spelled red. It spells red for her, man, because like I said in my keys to victory for Cortney Casey, the nose. Touch that nose and you will get results. She just couldn't keep staying on the outside like this because Casey was just landing beautiful right hands, and every time, like, she would land that right hand, she would throw a good kick up the middle for good measure. Casey was making Jojua react to every feint as well, like making her leap in and out. Big leaps, big leaps. Like, Cortney would, like, just do the little feint and she would, like, step out. She was just kind of messing with her a little bit. So there was like a seesaw battle here, but Casey getting the best of it, right? Casey off of a kick, she went down on her back, but she landed some up kicks as well, and Jojua ended the round on the top position, but still, she didn't get anything done. Last round, Casey just having that solid outing, fighting on the outside again, fighting where she wants, still kicking out those right hands, picking Jojua apart nicely and making Jojua move more than she wants to off of those feints. Jojua really had no answer for the strikes. Just lacked the IQ, like I said, to close the distance. She spent 3 rounds on the outside instead of applying pressure, timing her own low kicks. Like, Jojua just showed that she isn't that high-level grappler that can shut down a stand-up fighter like Cortney Casey. Because if you can't take Cortney Casey down, that's pretty much it. You're not going to take any of the other high-level stand-up fighters down, right? You're not going to get there. Casey was just battering Jojua with head kicks and right hands. I mean, again, 10 seconds in, that's where Jojua goes 10 seconds left, Jojua goes for the takedown, but nothing effective. So 30-27. Casey's experienced too much. Jojua, not a high-level grappler wrestler, and she proved it. You know, she just showed it. Like, what she's done outside of the UFC or what she's tried to do with a bell beater, that's not enough to prove anything here, because we've seen Cortney Casey in these moments with other fighters before. We've seen Cortney Casey submit Randa Marcos. That's why I just had to do the math here. I said, nah, man, like, this 9-9, this is a dangerous 9-9 fighter. You know, Roxanne's a dangerous 20-19 fighter, you know, for any level fighter like this. That's why Macy Barber lost to Roxy, you know. That's why Antonita lost to Roxy, you know. That's why, you know, Randa Marcos beat Liviana Souza, you know. That's why she goes the distance with these fighters, because they still have a toughness in them. You know, Liana Jojua hasn't been through the ringer. She hasn't been through hell and back yet to really gauge her and say, oh, yeah, her wrestling's going to take her down. She's going to twist her like a pretzel. No. Like, at least even Jillian Robertson has that, because she does have a high number of flyweight wins in the UFC off of her submissions, right? So we can still base it off of that. That's why she beat Cortney Casey. But Jojua has a lot of work to do. I don't think the UFC is for her right now. Real talk. Like, you know, it's for girls like Miranda and Manon that have a good solid grasp of well-roundedness and what they need to build. Let's just be real. Like I said, Liana Jojua, she could be this and she could be that, but it's not showing. It's not showing. There's no application there. She's not applying what she could have. You know, I think those girls like you know, like I said, Miranda Maverick, Erin Blanchfield, they have a better grasp on being a complete MMA fighter. You know, Jojua wants to stand on the outside too much, but she doesn't have the defense to strike from the outside. Like, if you want to strike from the outside, this is for women like Montana and Jojua, you got to take your head off the line. You know, you have a big target, that's your nose. Take your head off the line. You know, I've known this in boxing, like, take your head off the line. If you want to be a stand-up fighter, take your head off the line. If you don't, that nose is going to get busted and it's going to cost you plenty of fights. Or if you want to be a fighter in general with a big target like that, defense. Okay, defense. That's what it comes down to. Shout out to Cortney Casey, though. You know, I've always been a fan of hers. You know, she's one of the fighters from the old school. Where does she go from here for flyweight? You know, just needs to keep getting the work in with these other flyweights. See where it goes from here. But yeah, guys, what do y'all think? Jojua, is she UFC material? Let me know. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.